Okay, my friends, on this video, we are just going to identify what are the dimensions of each of the prisms, and we're going to just highlight them. So we're going to do the top prism. The top prism, the length is 12. Make sure you label it when you do this. I'm not labeling it for the sake of making the video shorter. And the height for that video will be, for this prism, will be 9, and the width is 4. So now you can insert that information into the formula of volume. Okay. Now, and then we have the bottom one. The bottom shape has the length is 10, the width is 2, and the height, we have to do the height. So notice that this side has the height, it's 9. Okay, I mean 11. This is 11, and the height on this side is 9. So this number right here includes the 9. So we have to take away the 9 from the 11 to find out what is the height for the bottom prism. And here is the answer. So this is going to be the height of the bottom prism. So now we have that information, and now you have to insert all that information into the formula of volume. So again, you have length times width and times the height, which is 2. Okay, so go ahead and do the math on that one. Let's look at another problem here. Oh, look at the one on the left. That's going to be a little more complex. So let's just tackle that right now. So let's look at the bottom. The bottom one has 3. This is the length. This is the width. And this is the height. Okay, so we can find the volume for the prism 1. So I'm going to label this. This is going to be prism number 1. So that's going to be prism number 1. So this is going to be prism number 2. Prism number 2, and the top one is going to be prism number 3. So now you have to find the volume for each of those prisms. So now number 1 should be easy. Let's do the next one. So the next one is going to be the second prism. So we don't have the length. We do have the width. The width is 3 because this line is the same as the line below. So those are the same. We do have the height for this. Okay, but here is the only information that we have for the length. The length is 8. Okay, now I want you to consider this. If you look at the length of the first prism, we can place it right here, and also we can bring that measurement for that one, and that should be 3 millimeters. Look at that. That is going to help us find out what is the length of the second prism. And now the length of the second prism is going to be, let's see, 8 plus the 3 up here. That will be the length of the second prism. Now we have that information. So we can now go to the next one. So let's just review. The length of the second shape is 8 plus 3. So you have to add that up. The width is 3, which is the same as the bottom part. Let me choose a marker that is a mouse that it shows. Okay. So you can see right here, this is the 3 millimeters is the same as this one up here. That will be the same width, and it will be the same width on the top one. So let me just choose a different color for that. So let's do it. So the top one would be, the length will be, oh, look at this. The length is 6 millimeters. Okay, and the height will be 4. And I like that explosion of fireworks. And the width will be the same as the other one. So each prism has the same length, which will be 3 millimeters. Okay, now you can solve the problem by using the formula. Let's look at another problem right here. I'm going to use my highlighter. So it says right here that the figure below is made of two sizes of rectangular prisms. So this is where I am right here. I'm going to highlight it. One type of prism measures 3 inches by 6 inches by 14 inches. So look at this. They are giving us the information to find the measurements for the volume for one of the prisms, one of the sides. Look. We have the length, the width, and the height. Okay? All right. Now, if you can see on this next one right here, the older type measures 15 inches by 5 inches by 10 inches. So that is the information that you need to know what the answer is going to be in this problem. So all you got to do is insert this information into the formula, and once you do that, guess what they want you to do? They want you to write the total of both of the shapes. So you have to add them up. Volume 1 plus volume 2. All right, let's look at the next one. The combined volume of two identical cubes is 250 cubic centimeters. Okay, so here's the information that you need to be aware here. So the identical cubes, it's 250. Now, where's my writing to? It says, what is the measure of one of the cube's edge? So let's create a shape, a cube. So a cube, you can use a square, and then you're gonna create another one, sort of like behind it, and try to match it. And now what we gotta do is connect the vertices. So those are gonna be the vertices right there. Okay, that's two vertices, and this is two other vertices connecting, and then two other vertices. So if you say to yourself, which one is the edge? Okay, come on, you know what the edge is. The edge is going to be one side. That's what they want you to do. So here is your assignment. This is the total of, of the two cubes is 250. And you know that all of the sides of the cube are the same length. So all you got to do is divide the number 250 by 2, and then once you do that, then you have to create an equation with that answer. Once you have the volume of one of them, you're going to write the number here, and that's going to be square inches. Let me make sure you know that this is square inches by putting a 3, placing a 3 there. So that's going to be, and that's going to be equal to 3 numbers. So you are going to multiply, since the length is the same for all of them. All you got to do is find the numbers that are the same, that when you multiply them equal the same, whatever the half of this is. So half of that goes here, and once you have the number, you have to find 3 numbers that when you multiply them equals this number. Okay. All right, so that's for that problem. Problem 4. A fish tank has a base area of 45 square centimeters, and it's filled with water to a depth of 12 centimeters. So the depth is how deep it is, okay? So the depth of 12 centimeters. If the height of the tank is 25 centimeters, so what they're saying is that the height is this much, okay? Oh, that's not very nice. Let me erase that. Okay. So what they're saying that is for, let me get a line. So they're saying that from here to here is, the height is 25 centimeters. So we're going to write 25 centimeters. 25 centimeters from the bottom to the top. Okay. Now, it says that the depth of the water is 12 centimeters. Okay, so that's what the other aspect of this information is. So from the base to the surface of the water, that equals 12 centimeters. So that will be your information written there, 12 centimeters. Okay, and let me move this there. All right, now here's the question. The question is saying, how much more water will be needed to fill the tank to the brim? Okay, so now they want us to find out how much more water we need to fill this space on the top of the tank. So what you do, you're going to multiply what they're already giving you, the area, times the height here. And this height, we don't know it. You have to figure it out. Okay, so you're going to figure out the height from this marking to this marking. And the way you do that is you use the 25 and the 12 to find that information. All right, my friends? Please be sure to look at this video to help you understand this better. And this last one says 3 rectangular prisms have a combined volume of 518 cubic feet. Prism A has 1/3 the volume of the prism B, and prism B and C have equal volume. What is the volume of each prism? All right, on this one, I'm going to let you figure it out. Signing out, your coach, Mr. Magno, your host, Mr. Magno. Have a wonderful day, and we'll discuss this last problem together.